Hi guys and welcome back to the Bike Cave. Today I have something special for you. Last week I shared with you my training journey over the past couple of years that I trained with the Carthy Academy, and also I told you that I've traveled twice this year to the UK to train with Jack Carthy for about a week each time. This was a great experience and I feel really grateful that I had the opportunity to train and most importantly to spend 2 weeks with Jack. Also, it was the first time for me that I was able to observe the everyday life of a professional rider. So I was thinking what would be better to share with you from this experience. The most obvious piece of content would be a training video with Jack, but you can find a ton of riding content in Jack's social media. Instead, I asked from Jack to interview him as I thought that it would be great to share with you a bit of what he thinks about trials as a sport and its future. Actually, I tried to include questions about topics that we discussed during my visit there, but I don't want to take more of your time, and so let's jump right away to the interview part of this video. What's the first thing you think about when you start a training session?
Getting through it. No, I'm joking. Basically, I just set off, and it's like peace of mind. To be honest, that's the first thing, because I never go riding and not want to do it, you know. So I always want to be there. So I enjoy. It's like a highlight of my day going riding. So it's always good to get there and start. I always like that.
How do you keep pushing yourself when training gets tough?
So when training gets tough, it doesn't really get that tough in a way. It's more, training gets tough if you don't want to do it. If you generally want to be there and you want to do it, it's quite easy. And you improve a lot more. Like for me, the goal is to improve. So being there is quite easy for me to be there because I want to be there. Training gets tough when you're doing something you don't want to do. And I always want to improve, and there's only one way to improve, and that's practice.
What's one small change that made a big difference in your training?
Just being there, wanting to be there. And it's like, I think a lot of people want success, but don't want to be there. And if you can get where you're obsessed with it because you love the sport and love doing what you're doing, I think that makes a massive difference. I think when you really want to be doing if it's sports or whatever, I think you can be really, really powerful and do great things if you really want to do it.
Do you prefer training solo or with others, and why?
I like training with others, to be honest, but I also do like training alone. So it depends. Like normally if we're training for a competition, you have to surround yourself with people who really want to ride. So there's like different types of people. Some people ride more just to have fun, social ride, and then there's people who really want to improve. And you've kind of got to make sure you're around the right people at the right times. But I really enjoy riding with people who I can help along the way, give them a few pointers and that kind of thing. But yeah, it's more enjoyable.
Now I'm going to discuss with you about the future of bike trials. Where do you see bike trials in 5 years?
Not much different to it is now. I don't think it's going to explode or anything like that. I think we could start seeing some more power moves again, because I think that's the only thing what we don't see a lot of at the moment. Like in Corden World Cup, that were really good to see again. And I hope that pushes the event organisers to push the sport more, because now they've seen what is actually capable, and that we can actually do a lot bigger things than I think the organisers realise. So yeah, hopefully they'll see that, and then it'll push the sport a lot more.
That partially answers my next question. That is, what's the biggest change you'd like to see in trials biking?
Maximum. So I'm a competition rider. So for me, I want to see the competitions at max level. The way I want to be training as hard as I can at home to keep up at the competitions. I don't want to be the other way. So at the moment, I train harder than what there's in the competitions. I want it to go the other way, where I have to train crazy hard to try keep up with the competitions. That would be really good. And it would also keep me in the sport longer because it would give me more drive.
How do you think young riders will change the sport?
Younger riders, I think it's like the younger riders are seeing the capability of the technical side of things. When I was younger, the technical wasn't as far as it is now. So I think that's something that could really help them hopefully try progress it.
What's the most important piece of tech on your bike? Or what's the most important tech that changed in your bike the recent years?
I think in the recent, well, if you're talking over the last 10 years, it's definitely like the BB30, that kind of thing. I think just the quality in products is more the main tech that's changed. Like, yeah, just quality control. I think that's the main thing. I think what's done it.
How does bike geometry impact your performance?
I think having the right bike is massive. I think it's massive. I've done a lot of tests over the years, testing different things, and there's definitely advantages to different things and disadvantages to other things. And it's kind of just finding that happy balance.
What new bike tech are you most excited about?
New tech that's coming.
Not only for bike trials, for everything. If you have something that maybe will impact bike trials in the future or something like that.
In the future, I don't know. I don't really know what will impact it in the future because we have a lot of good things at the moment, and like my bike now is the first time I've ever been 100% happy with it, and there's not much I would like to change. So it's difficult to ask for something new, if that makes sense. But I just like the thing for me is all about the quality. So it's like how good is the product and how reliable is it, and what's the purpose of the product, and why is this one better than this one, and etc. Like yeah, for me is more this way, and like it's for me it's all about innovation, but small innovations at a time that actually are effective but not dramatic. I think that's a main thing for me with the bikes.
Thanks so much for the interview, Jack. I really appreciate it. That's it for today, guys, and I hope you liked this interview. If so, please let me know in the comment section below what should I ask Jack the next time I visit him, and I'd be more than happy to set up a new interview based on your questions. Thanks so much for subscribing and watching, and until next time, have fun riding your bikes. Bye!
Yeah. Go now. Yeah, just roll over now into hook. There. Now edge over. Small bit, small bit. No, yeah. Don't go greedy. There. You see the lump where it's up here? Yeah. You need to go from there. So you have to, if you're going to go over onto the low one, and you're going to go to two wheels, roll the front all the way down. Yeah. And use this ledge, and then you can just. And if you're going to go to this one, because you're going up a bit more, you need to go more like this.